Hey guys, welcome. I'm Ed and this is Beachside Retirement. Welcome to my journey. So today I want to take a little bit of time in my hobby greenhouse and show you around some of my tropical gardening, some of the stuff I've started this spring. I'm going to take you for a little tour and show you a good way that you can save some money in the future. Get a great looking yard, but save some money. So let me show you real quick. I'm going to turn this camera around, show you outside something. So these are some tropical cannas that I got started. See these little guys here? I'm going to show you inside what I've got going on. So this is a couple different progress points just to show you what's going on here. Here's the canna bulb. This is what these plants are. So see that plant right there? These are called cannas, C-A-N-N-A. Look how beautiful that leaf is. That variety, that exact thing, looked just like this. Exactly like this. Maybe I'd say 2 months ago. The trick is these plants, they love full sun, they love heat, they love water, they love well-drained soil. But at the end of the year, again, Northeast US, where we live, I live in Maryland, these things, they die off when the first frost comes. You just take these plants, you chop them off, all that can be mulch, throw it in your garden to dry out, to die, it can be trash, whatever you want. But you're left with these bulbs. See this bulb? Looks like a dry potato, whatever. But the deal is, lay it out in the sun. Cut the tops off, lay these out. Once the sun gets them and it dries, then you're safe to put them in buckets. Check this out. These buckets, all these bulbs, these are all the same exact thing. Look at this little guy's trying to grow on his own. See that little tip? He's ready to go. Put him in the ground, put him in some soil, get him started. I've got buckets of this stuff. These things multiply. Watch this. Suppose you get a big bulb. Could they multiply? You can take this. Watch me break it. A little closer. Just going to break it. Hard to do with one hand. So, see what I just did there? I just ripped that off. I just broke this one off. Plant these two in some soil right there. You got two separate plants. That's what these are. See these little grow bags? Lift this up. Look at the roots on this sucker. Look at everything, how healthy it is. This right here is a small grow bag. I got these on Temu. It was like 100 bags for like $6.90. It was crazy. Just fill them with soil. That right there is just this little bulb that was left over from last year in soil in my hobby greenhouse. Now this generates a lot of heat without any heat in it during the day. When you get the sunshine, even if it's February, January, it gets warm in here. And then you can run a little space heater at night. Yep. So these little bulbs, this is my little trick for you. For these canna lilies, take these bulbs at the end of the year. Well, you got big plants like this. This plant right here, he's going to grow to at least 6 foot, maybe taller in the sun where I've got them. I've got some really good organic soil. But you put these bulbs around your house. You put that bulb in a little grow bag like this, or a little pot. Let me show you this. Here's just a leftover pot. Look at the roots. That thing's loving the water and the heat. You get it started like that. 2 weeks, it starts to sprout. 3 weeks, it starts to come up a little bit. 4 weeks, you got something that looks like that right there. And then look, they just take off. So all of these guys, these are all just leftover bulbs, old pots, nothing fancy. I've just got them started. And those things will make a huge impact in your yard. I've got them in the backyard. I'll walk you out and show you in a minute. All along the fence line. These guys over here, these mandavillas, oh my gosh. So I got this plant at our local garden center. That was $10. You can buy that at Home Depot or Lowe's, but you look, mandavilla, they come with different flowers. You'll see a bright red, you'll see a yellow, but this pink variety, the leaf is a little different. The pink one's different, and over the years, over the last like 25 years, I've had them all. The pink one, this guy, you put him in full sun, that will grow the tallest. It'll be the most amazing one. The red flowers are beautiful, so are the yellow, but they're very slow growers. They don't grow on the trellis quite as much. I've actually got mine. Here's another one. These guys, you can just put those in a little pot, like a pot the size of a 5-gallon bucket, and put a little trellis going in there, and those things will just take off and go crazy. So if you want something that's like magnificent in the full sun and looks super tropical, even though you live, in the Northeast US, get that guy. Get that mandavilla. That's awesome. These guys, that's just sweet Italian basil. These things, if you could smell them, they're smelling up the whole greenhouse. These things are great for cooking pasta. Amazing. Easy, super easy plant to grow as well. I got this at the garden center. These were like $2.50. Fantastic plants. But anyway, I digress. My talk is on tropical cannas. If we look in this pot, now I wanted to show you something. This guy, you're going to think, what the heck's that, Ed? This is a different variety. Let me turn this around. This one has a variegated leaf. The leaf is beautiful when it gets big. It has bright orange flowers. I forget the correct name for it, botanical name. But these basically, they're like tiger striped leaves. They're green with white stripes on them. See how these leaves have like this amber and this green glow? But these are like really pretty. But it's interesting. I started the bulbs the same time. It takes twice as long for these bulbs to even germinate. Again, I leave them in planters, end of the season, cut them off, dry out the bulbs, put them in some buckets, put them in your garage. You're good to go. Got myself some Roma tomatoes and some more little basil started. But just wanted to show what's going on with that. Again, this is an easy way to do gardening in the Northeast to make it look tropical. It's not, I mean, tropicals, we know they cost money, but I'm telling you what, once you do it for a hobby, the key is if you have time to be involved when you're retired or on a weekend, whatever your situation is, when these plants are done at the end of the year, cut them back, dig them up, let them dry out, because they're going to be left with, like I said, you've got, I mean, that's just a little bucket of it. I literally had 3 trash can fulls. I'm serious. They just multiply. When they're in the ground and you have them in loose soil, they want to spread. They get really big. They actually get big. Some of the bulbs that I've got, these bulbs are small that I'm showing you, and that's why they're not planted yet. See how tiny these are? They're like golf balls. Well, I chose to focus on the ones that were more like small baseballs, some of them that I've had that grew. They're the ones that this whole greenhouse was filled up with plants. And I just took those to the beach. And this is one that didn't make it down there yet. But, you know, the small ones will also grow great, but I just didn't have a chance to do that yet. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to plant all these this year because that's a lot of stuff. But I ended up planting a bunch in this. I probably had at least 30 that are really great, and they're all giveaways. And that's the best thing about gardening to me. You find somebody else that you just meet on the way, you start talking, you got something in common, you share plants. I mean, it's something people will never forget. So I got 3 people down the beach. One's my sister, one's a maintenance guy down there that runs the park. Great guy, young guy. I've got about 20 plants for him, and then I got another friend, and we're going to give them away. So make people happy. It's the right thing to do. So before we go, I'm going to show you outside real quick. So I encourage you, if you get a chance or you have a yard or you're handy, think about, let me do this, think about getting one of these little hobby greenhouses. It's pretty awesome. You can do a lot even when it's cold. I actually, in the wintertime, it'll be warm in there. I'll go in there with a heater and I'll do epoxy resin art. So I'm going to walk you around the yard right here real quick. And before we go, I want to show you a couple more tropicals. I got my Ruella here. Look at these guys, Mexican roses. These things love the heat. They'll grow really big, new purple flower. They don't look like much right now, but trust me, they'll be big. Over there, guys, there's my pergola. Got some palms back there to set the vibe. And all right, so here's what I really want to show you. So the same bulbs we were just talking about in there, the cannas. So all along here, now I didn't do these in the greenhouse. I started these in the grounds. Look, you can't really, they're not as massive yet, but you'll get the idea. Look, see all of them? The thing is, these took longer to germinate and start growing because they were out in the cold air. They weren't really in the hot of the greenhouse. However, grown against an area like this where the sunshine's going to come and hit that, it really warms up the soil. These guys, come the end of the season, they'll be taller than that fence because this soil I've been amending over the years, so it's got really good organic material, well drained. But anyway, that's a great idea. You get a nice sunny spot, put those bulbs in there, and you'll enjoy a tropical landscape. So as always, if you found value in the video, consider hit the like button, consider subscribing. I love sharing my garden knowledge in retirement. This is I'll just show you around a little bit of my place, and this is the kind of stuff we like to do when we relax. I've built all this over the years. I was a licensed contractor, so I like to keep busy with everything tropical. everything island related. So thanks for watching the video. Hope you have a great day. Be kind, stay safe. I'll see you in the next video.